Show up.
And when I show up on weight, and I don't test positive for cocaine neither. So
Just
don't worry about me showing up.
Been knocked the fuck out already, but Canelo put you to sleep. That's exactly what I'm gonna do to you too.
Hey,
you're fucking
at the highest level. Great fighters fight great fighters.
You still hit like a bitch. You got 13 fucking knockouts already. Fucking fight. You hit like a little bitch.
Ask Anthony Durrell. What I do to Anthony Durrell?
No. Shit out of you, pussy.
You reading from the...
I'm gonna beat the living shit out you.
You can't speak on your own?
Yo, yeah, and then when you're in the fucking ground bleeding from your fucking mouth, you're gonna realize how to respect a real fucking man. Mean something to me. I beat the shit out of Anthony Durrell when I was 23 years old. I was champion before you. I got 3 fucking belts right now. Man, I'm what you wanna fucking be. You a fucking chump.
I'm a chump.
You ain't nothing. And watch, March 25th, mark my words, I'm gonna put this motherfucker in the hospital.
Yeah, fantastic.
Welcome to OTB Boxing School, where we make casual fans, real fans, new students. Y'all know what to do. Go on here, hit that like button. Old students, have a seat in front of new students. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Cash App's available. Patreon coming soon. Available on all social media platforms. Please like and follow OTB Boxing School. We will be growing the sport of boxing as we did in our first year of content. So thank you to all students, faculty, lunch ladies, superintendents, whatever you are to the channel of OTB Boxing School. We are greatly appreciate and value your presence. Now, let's get to it, y'all. We got fight film to break down. As y'all look at Caleb playing David Benavidez, get into it. Y'all have had a chance to check out the credentials. We got a 1/2-inch reach advantage for David, as well as a 1-inch height advantage for David. Both of which I don't see having a factor on this fight. However, we will always keep you informed at OTB Boxing School for the times that it does. But thank you to PBC. Appreciate everything you did, all the donations. Thank you to the camps of both of these fighters for making this fight happen and jabbing himself off of the line. And whenever Anthony Durrell is on the line, look at how active he get. I think that is very important that Caleb Plant has, as we can see Anthony Durrell laying that check hook and he don't do nothing but laugh again. But as I said, he opens up a lot in the pocket because he doesn't have any head movement. His defensive purpose isn't there because he's emotionally intact to get hit, and that's when he wakes up, unfortunately. So for David, I want to see you tuck that Mexican monster up. Now let's look at Caleb, and we gonna look at him make some of the same mistakes that we just seen David capitalize on Anthony Durrell on it. Look at him jump out the tree and Anthony Durrell sit on that back foot and land that 1-2. Now, if I'm Caleb Plant and if I'm Stephen Breadman Edwards, that's why I say it's important for him to stay in between his ears, because if he can manage to stay between his ears, stay on that microphone and stay thinking throughout the course of this fight and not do this type of uncharacteristic and unfundamental shit, then he has a very good chance of winning this fight. But you can't jump out the tree with David because, as I said, he gonna catch you when you do. Now I want you to look at the high paw manipulation and for the lead hand. When you see fighters and they do that, as y'all know from the Gervonta Tank Davis film watch with Hector Garcia, students, you know what I mean? When we see that, we know that they're trying to control that lead hand. But what it does in the process is it allows them to close the distance without worrying about the lead hand. So if forever I know that you not in position to shoot that right hand or that power hand, then I can begin to tee off. And that's what we just seen Caleb do. And that was just smart, high IQ, A+ level boxing. I couldn't say I'm a bigger fan of anybody else within the sport as far as just ability to progress. And we gonna look at one of his old clips so we can begin to look at some of the ways that he did progress and get better, because that's something that Caleb could do before he entered camp with Stephen Breadman Edwards. But that right there, when you see that 4-punch combination him leading with that lead uppercut, and then to close the distance, you know what I mean? And then coming back, stepping back, and then resetting the line, working that 4 or 5 punch combination. That's something that he's gained within the confidence in being in camp with Stephen Breadman Edwards. And those type of flurries are going to be flurries that's going to keep David Benavidez active, and it'll keep him active on the points. So we just seen him work that stab down to the body. That's going to be there, but we going to look at ways in which we know that David Benavidez will capitalize off that. Now, this is the clip that I wanted you all to see, just to see how tighter he got. Look at how loose he is in the pocket, as he has the IQ, the same IQ level to land that. But look at what we see right there. You see a 2 with the lead hand, 1 to the body, 1 up top, and then you see him set up the same rail on the top eye, on the top of his eye, and that didn't come from a punch. So when they clinch, cuts can be something that's very detrimental to either fighter within the course of this fight, because we know how much Caleb Plant liked to move around. However, we've never seen him cut. Some fighters see blood and they are never the same fighter. But you can see him right there jumping in and then changing the levels once he get in. And anything that go down, if your head go down in the ring, guess what, fellas? It got to come up. It got to come up, students. So I don't want to see the unnecessary level changes from Caleb Plant that I just displayed to y'all within this film breakdown. However, I do feel like this fight gonna go 12 rounds. I'm going with Caleb Plant to win this fight. I think that he win it on points. I'm curious as to whether David Benavidez can keep himself emotionally intact enough to capitalize when the opportunities for him to be successful really present themselves. So that's really what leaned me the direction. However, I couldn't be a bigger fan of both of these fighters post-fight and during this fight, because I'll be a bigger fan of the loser of this fight, given he displays the talent level and the showmanship that we know that both of these fighters are capable of maintaining. So I'll be a bigger fan of these fighters after this fight, guaranteed. And I couldn't be a bigger fan of both of these camps, of PBC, Al Heyman, for making this fight happen. This is what we need in the sport of boxing, y'all. This is what the sport of boxing is missing. This is the 2 best at the 168-pound division. I would say Canelo, but Canelo fought the best at 170 at 174 in Dimitri Bivol. Yeah, I mean, so given the fact that you didn't fight the best in your weight class, yeah, I mean, and I can't say that Caleb Plant was the best when Canelo gave Caleb the opportunity to fight him. Yeah, I mean, so with it being a David Benavidez out there that had lost his belt 2 times, once on the scale and once when he tested positive, as we all know. But the kid was a 21-year-old champion. Yeah, I mean, so with that given, I say that to say this. That's the only thing that keeps me from saying that Canelo is the best at that weight division, is that I've yet to see him fight the best and beat the best. I take nothing from his legendary status, but right now I'm giving these 2 fighters, these 2 camps, these 2 trainers, and Jose Benavidez Sr. Love the press run you've been on. Love what you do as a manager. The sport of boxing has learned tremendously from your impact while you're here. And same thing for Stephen Breadman Edwards. Y'all know that's like family to OTB, man. So he'll be tapping in with us after the fight. I told him I ain't want my interview before the fight due to the hiatus I had and the inconsistency I had with the work and the breakdowns that I was able to give y'all. However, we are back rolling. So the film breakdown is momentarily dismissed on David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. I told y'all I expected to go all 12 rounds. Got Caleb Plant winning on points, and I just can't give enough flowers to these guys for making this fight happen. If we can get the 2 best fighters at every weight division in boxing, we will have the best year in boxing since that's a tough one. Maybe 1986. Maybe 1986 or 93. The release of Mike Tyson was a big year in boxing. Not only that fight, but Winky Wright. Y'all know how I am about Wink, but long story short, man, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I done took up enough of y'all time. Give me 50 comments, let me know who y'all got in this fight. Give me 50 comments and we'll drop Rayo Valenzuela versus Chris Colbert tomorrow morning, 10 p.m. Eastern time. 10 a.m. Eastern time. What's that? 9 o'clock Mountain time. 11 o'clock, 10, like 8 o'clock Pacific. So everybody on that coast, y'all get it. Fresh waking up. Everybody on the East Coast, y'all get it as well. But give me 50 comments. Let me know who y'all got. Like, subscribe to OTB Boxing School. We back. It's a great year. Love boxing. Love this fight. Please pay for this fight. Do not stream this fight. Please pay for this fight. Give these fighters the respect that they have given the sport of boxing and fighting the best at their weight class. On that note, class is dismissed from OTB Boxing School on Caleb Plant, David Benavidez.